Kool TV proudly presents Lewis County Lions basketball live on the Kool Hit Sports Network. Now let's head courtside and count down to tip-off for exciting Lewis County Lions basketball action on Kool TV.
Welcome to the campus of Lewis County High School in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky on this Tuesday night. In the morning, of course, we had some sleet and rain, and yesterday was nasty weather, but the weather has cleared out. The sun just went behind the hills here in Lewis County, and we just finished up the JV game as Lewis County was able to get a 1-point victory in that one. Really good game back and forth. And now it's time for the varsity as both teams are out on the floor warming up. And it looks like the band is ready to go. Cheerleaders are ready to go for Lewis County. East Carter coming in shot the ball extremely well the last two games. Looked like a completely different team trying to keep the momentum on the road. They've got a big week ahead. Of course, it's senior day Saturday, but Thursday they go to Rowan County. And I will be on the call for that one as I'll make the trip to Moorhead Thursday afternoon. But East Carter's got to take care of Lewis County in this one. Lewis County, man, they're a team that there's a lot of people they'll say you are what your record says you are. Not for this Lewis County team. This is a team that's got some serious talent, and they probably, if you added 10 points for in their season, they're at least 500. This is a good basketball team. They got a lot of good players. It starts with Noble, Puente. They got Gerke. They got a lot of really good athletes that they can put in there. And Noble, he's so strong in the paint. He's a really good player. The matchup to watch will be him and Blake Hall. We'll take a break. We'll break this game down when we come back on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pop and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Back out here on Kool TV. We're on the campus of Lewis County High School in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky. Of course, a lot of my childhood spent right here in Lewis County, down on the banks of Kennecondick and Camp Dix, and over at Rose Grocery down there in Lower Kenny Road. So very familiar with this area. This is the first game I've got to call out here, though, this year. So looking forward to it. I've been out here several times before. Really, really nice gym. I think this is one of the nicer gyms in the 16th region, which truthfully there's not any real terrible ones. So 16th region's fortunate. Let's look at the head-to-head matchup for tonight's game. So these two teams have already played twice this year. Both East Carter defeated Lewis County in the EKC regular season tournament, and Lewis County returned the favor at East Carter in Grayson, and a game that they really never trailed the entire time. So Lewis County went to Grayson, took care of business, and it went in big part as Noble had a huge night that night. Big, strong, physical kid that put in the middle of the paint. That's able to get second chance opportunities for his guards. And talk about his guards, let's meet the lineup first for Lewis County. these are your starting five: Ferguson, Gerke, Puente, Prater, and Noble. So, I'm just talking about Noble, and you talk about the guard play with Gerke and Ferguson and Prater and Puente. I mean, guys that can, as soon as they cross half court, they're not afraid to shoot the ball. I mean, they're really not. And then you got a couple of guys coming off the bench. You talk about Tackett and a few other players. Now, look at the Raiders of East Carter. Of course, I've been with the Raiders all season long. The typical suspects: Evan Goodman, Tate Scott, Blake Hall, and Quentin Johnson. So, if you watch the Raiders, if you watch our broadcast, you go and watch them when they play at home. The last two games they've shot the ball lights out. This is a team that's hitting their stride at the right time, trying to keep that momentum going on the road. Let's look at some of the keys for tonight's game, and I think it all starts in the paint. East Carter, anytime they hit a slump offensively, Goodman's not hitting, Ty Scott's not hitting. They bring Sexton off the bench. He's kind of been their sixth man over the last little bit. I think if you don't want to go into the district tournament with a couple of losses in a row, you want to go in feeling pretty good, feeling confident, and I think it goes for both teams. East Carter's played the best. Of course, we do apologize. We had some. I know. In the girls' gym, it works perfect. I know. So we had some internet issues, and something completely out of our control. Actually, the Lewis County Lion radio station behind us also lost their internet, so we're trying to get everything sorted out, and so I think we're back. So hopefully we're back. Still about 4 minutes left here in the pregame. Both teams have went back to their locker rooms. The band. Let me tell you something about the band out here, Lewis County. They're pretty good. They got a good band out here. Of course, me, Travis, and Ian, we love high school marching bands, and I'm telling you, there's nothing better than that. And really good crowd on hand, especially here below us. A lot of people here from Grayson and across the way. Lewis County, as always, has a good crowd here at home. So Lewis County has made their way back out onto the floor. We'll take a break. We'll be back on Kool TV.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family-oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you. They know you by name.
You may not go in there for a day or several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net. State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, play hard, be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb. We all embark on times in our lives when we could use a little help. Whether you need support caring for a senior, an adult with a disability, a veteran, or a loved one recovering from surgery or other health events, First Light Home Care is here for you. When you choose First Light, you get more than a caregiver. Schedule a complimentary consultation by calling 606-393-0669 for companion care and personal care. First Light Home Care is here for you.
Back out here on Kool TV. East Carter's made their way back out into the floor. A minute 35 till tip-off. They've already done the national anthem. And I'll read you your starting lineups. Just now joining us, first for East Carter, Goodman, Hall, Tate and Ty Scott, and Johnson will get the start. And for Lewis County, Ferguson, Gerke, Puente, Prater, and Noble. Both these coaches go about 8 or 9 deep as far as their depth. And so I think that's where their comfortable spot. Of course, Coach Tackett out of Lewis County's done a great job. And, of course, Cole Bramer. His team has just gotten better and better throughout the year, and I think some of that is building confidence. It's on the road, the Raiders really haven't played real great, trying to change the trend against a really good Lewis County team. You're going to see a 6-12 record. This team ain't 6-12. Like we said, this is a really good basketball team that has a lot of talent. They can put in 7 or 8 different players. So as we wait for the clock to run out, 20 seconds, and they're going to announce the starting lineups. Good crowd on hand on this Tuesday night.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's game at the Lewis County Middle School between the visiting East Carter Raiders and your Lewis County Lions. Now for the starters. First for East Carter, number 24.
Let's look at the officials tonight. Brought to you by Tri-State Ophthalmology. They provide the Tri-State with the best. Let me see here. I don't think the cue sheet that I had was right.
Number 2, Blake Hall.
We're going to make sure we get that right.
And number 1, Evan Goodman.
Tri-State Ophthalmology, they provide the Tri-State with expert surgical and medical management of eye disease, including LASIK surgery. That's Tri-State Ophthalmology. You just met the starting lineups for East Carter. The officials, Gavin Ramsey, Davey Anderson, and Davey Fields. Of course, I've got a nickname for Davey Anderson, Davey the Kid, man. When there's a foul, he puts those fingers up real quick, and if you're keeping stats and fouls like I am, you got to really pay attention when Mr. Anderson calls the fouls, because if you don't, you'll miss it. First 5 minutes of this game are the most important of the game. Officials take their spots. East Carter and Lewis County set to play for the 3rd time this year. Both teams have defeated each other thus far. Looks like Blake Hall is going to jump against Prater. Gavin Ramsey waiting for everybody to get in position. He's going to toss this ball up in the air, and we're underway, and the tap is controlled by Lewis County. Puente is going to walk this one across and give it off to Gerke. East Carter starting out in zone. Now over to Ferguson. Down low to Noble, who puts it off the glass. Can't get it to go. Gets his own board, puts it up and in. Quickly the other way. Here come the Raiders. Tate Scott marks out orders. Gets out front to Johnson. Now back to Tate Scott. Now over to Tate Scott. Down low. Baseline Johnson. He'll pull back out. Lewis County starts out in zone. Tate Scott looks to penetrate. Cut off by Gerke. Out to Goodman for three. This one dies on the back of the rim. No good. Rebound goes off to the Lions. Gerke has it. Hands it off to Puente. Gerke gets it to Prater. Inside out. Over to Ferguson. Now back to Prater. Prater gets a little bit of room and puts it off the glass and in. 4-0 Lions. Johnson, baseline, Hall, inside out. Tate Scott gives it out to Ty Scott. Three in the air, no good. Rebound goes off to Gerke for the Lions. Ahead to Puente. Down low to Noble, who gets position. He'll put it off the glass. Can't get it to go. Evan Goodman with the rebound. Goodman circles off to his left, gets in the middle of the floor, almost stolen away. Gets it off to Ty Scott. Scott over to Johnson. Nothing Lions, 6 minutes, first quarter. Goodman thought about it, gets it to Blake Hall. Hall back out to Ty Scott for three. It's good. Ty Scott with a Johnson Chiropractic three-point shot. Gets East Carter on the board for the first time tonight, 4-3. Full court press. Gerke has it. Beats the press easily. Down low, good play there by Evan Goodman, who will bat it away and run it down to the far corner. Ahead to Ty Scott. Scott gets it to Hall. Hall in the lane working against Noble, who put it off the glass. Can't get it to go. Rebound goes off to Prater. Gives it to Gerke. Over to Ferguson. Here come the Lions. Over to Puente. Down low to Prater, who may have got away with a travel. He'll put it off the glass and in. He has 4, 6-3. Ty Scott looks to drive. Cut off. It's over to Goodman. Johnson. They want to get it down to Blake Hall. They will. Hall working against Noble right on the baseline. Down low feed to Goodman, who put off the glass. Can't get it to go. Rebound goes off to Gerke. Over to Ferguson. Left corner three for Puente is no good. Ran down by Gerke. Over to Puente again. Driving baseline. Reverse layup. Can't get it to go. Noble with the rebound momentarily, and Blake Hall will come down with it. Ty Scott puts it between his legs and gives it over to Tate. Now front to Goodman. Ty Scott up front. Gets over to Goodman. Goodman firing three. Good. Evan Goodman has tied the game at 6 on a Johnson Chiropractic three-point shot. Puente walks this one across. Now Gerke, East Carter still sitting in that zone. Trying to keep the ball out of Noble's hands. Cross-court pass to Ferguson. Good play by him. Over to Prater. Now back out front. The Lions will reset. Noble looks to drive. Tough turnaround shot. Can't get to go. Prater and Hall fighting for it. One by Prater out to Ferguson. Ferguson firing three. Way off the mark. No good. And Johnson gets the rebound for the Raiders. Ahead to Tate Scott. Scott is going to slow this one up and reset. Blake Hall. Good job defensively by Noble. Tate Scott has it out front, guarded by Gerke. Puts it behind his back. Gives it off to Goodman. Goodman picks up his dribble now to Ty Scott for another three. This one's off the mark. Good rebound by Noble, but it's taken away, batted away by Blake Hall, and Johnson comes down with it. Blake Hall, cross-court pass to Tate Scott. Drives in the lane, loses it for a second, regains it, and teardrop run in the lane is good for Tate Scott. East Carter has the lead now, 8-6. Currently on an 8-2 run. Lewis County's had no problem with that East Carter press thus far. Noble in the lane. I was going to say was fouled. So foul will go against Johnson. That'll be his first, team first. First foul by either team. Noble will be at the line. We're tied at 8. So we get back. Maybe a loose court or something. Anything that could go wrong has went wrong tonight. Blake Hall, mid-range shot is good. Down low. Shot is no good. Blake Hall with the rebound. Was fouled a couple of times, no call. Sexton inside out to Goodman. Over in the left corner to Ty Scott. And Scott's going to bring this one all the way out front and reset. And ball is stowed away, Lewis County. Mid-range shot by Ferguson is no good. Rebound goes off to Blake Hall. Looks like Bevins has checked in for Lewis County. Nice feed down low. Foul goes against Ferguson. Tate Scott at the line. East Carter leading by 2. First one's away and it's good. Looks like McGlone has checked in also. Rattles home both of them. Tate Scott has 4. The lead's at 4. 12-8. Prater beats the press easily. Gives off to Bevins. Inside out. Over to Prater. Double teamed. Back out to Ferguson. This is going to be over a back. He'll go back to the Raiders. Goodman inbounds to Ty Scott, way up top, guarded by Bevins. Gives it off to give and go to Blake Hall, who gets in the lane. A lot of contact, either his offense or defensive foul. No call either way. Lewis County comes down with a rebound. McGlone out to Prater. Malone trying to get it down low to Noble. Does a good job of that. And ball is swatted away by Goodman. Good play by Noble to stay with it. He'll put it off the glass and in. Noble with 6 of Lewis County's 10. 12-10. East Carter going to hold this for the last shot with 15 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Goodman gives off to Hall. Hall. Cross-court pass to Goodman over in the left corner for 3. That's no good. Lewis County will have a heave from half court. It's no good. We'll go to the second quarter with East Carter leading 12-10 over Lewis County. We'll be back on Kool TV.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore in Grayson for the Lane liquidation event with sofas and dinette sets starting at $299 and sectional sofas at $699. Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding from Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Serta, and Beauty Rest. They have a full selection of home appliances in stock and ready for immediate delivery while offering easy payment plans with no credit checks. Let Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore be your next stop for all your home furnishing needs. Family owned and operated for 4 generations and serving northeastern Kentucky for over 75 years. Stop by or give them a call at 606-474-5515. That's Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore, 506 Carolina Boulevard in Grayson.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Back out here on Kool TV. I tell you what, Travis, you're earning your money here tonight. You are really earning your money. We've had everything to go wrong, and I tell you, it worked perfect the whole JV game. Of course, we weren't broadcasting, but all the internet speed and the cameras were working great until about 3 minutes till we tipped the varsity game, and then you were your paycheck was put on the line, and you lived up to the hype, sir. Did a great job getting us back on and troubleshooting and get everything situated. East Carter has possession and a 2-point lead. Puente knocked away from Tate Scott. Lewis County has possession. Gerke up top, gives it off to Beavens, up now over to McGlone. Of course, McGlone, a really good football player too. Now Puente. Puente gets instruction from head coach Scott Tackett. East Carter zone. It's that 3-2 zone. And Blake Hall deflects this one. It lands in the hand of Ty Scott up to Evan Goodman. Goodman looks to drive. Maybe fouled by McGlone. No call. Nice move by Ty Scott inside out. Found Sexton in the left corner. Down low to Goodman. It's going to be a jump ball, and he'll go back to Lewis County. They'd be a little too unselfish on that possession. A couple of Raiders had chances to shoot it. You got to shoot it when you're open. Full court press for the Raiders. Gerke ready to inbound underneath his own basket. Gets it into McGlone. McGlone immediately double teamed. And this one's going to be stolen away by Ty Scott, who gets it to Tate Scott. Out to Sexton, firing three. And no good. Good rebound there by Noble. Ahead to Puente. Puente looking to drive, goes baseline. They're trying to feed it back, and he traveled, sure did. Kind of lost his balance there just for a second, and it'll go back to East Carter. Got to get the ball down there to Noble. He's a mismatch for most teams here in the 16th region. Get the other team in foul trouble also. Ferguson checking back in. Looks like maybe McGlone is getting a breather. Tate Scott puts it between his legs, guarded by Puente. Gets it off to Sexton. Sexton over to Goodman, guarded by Ferguson. Good move by Goodman, who went baseline. A lot of contact, and he gets it to go. Tough play there by Evan Goodman for his 5th point of the night. 14-10 Raiders. Noble down low, working against Goodman. Good job by Goodman, not getting a foul. When Noble gets the ball down there, it's nearly automatic. He'll put it in. Noble with 8 here in this first half. 8 of Lewis County's 12. Inside out, Sexton. It's off to Tate Scott. Hall. Out to Goodman. Gets a pick from Hall. Free throw line. It's no good, man. There's a lot of contact there. A lot of contact still underneath. Good block there by Noble, but, man, they're letting them play, and I think East Carter needs to adjust to it. Puente, nice fake. He'll go baseline, put it off the glass and in. Good move there by Puente. Tied at 14. Play call. Mid-range jump shot, no good. Ferguson gets the rebound. Cross court to Ferguson. Down low to Noble. Out to Gerke. Firing three. No good. Offensive rebound for Lewis County. Gerke firing again. It's good for a Johnson Chiropractic three-point shot for Gerke. 17-14 Lions. Tate Scott walks this one across. As we went very fast first half. Goodman at the free throw line, back out to Scott. Scott maybe got away with the travel there. Gets it out front to Ty Scott. Now over to Sexton. Back to Goodman. And Ferguson is all over Goodman. 4 minutes left here in this first half. Play call in the lane, working against Noble. Making some space, puts it up off the glass and in. Good job there by Blake Hall. Hall has 4, 17-16 Lions. 3-on-1 for the Lions. Nice passing down low to Noble, who puts it off the glass and in. Noble is having a huge first half. 10 points for Noble. Hall looks to drive. Puts his shoulder down, puts it off the glass, no good. Evan Goodman with the rebound, and he's fouled. This foul will go against Ferguson. That's only the second Lion foul here in the first half. Both of them belong to Ferguson.
Number 0, Kyron Ferguson. His second, team first.
Looks like Prater getting ready to check in for the Lions. Goodman will go to the line, trying to cut this Lion lead down to 1. First one's away, in and out, no good. Looks like Johnson checking back in. Blake Hall will get a breather. It's the second one. 6 points for Evan Goodman. We have a timeout on the floor. 19-17. Lewis County leads East Carter. 3 minutes, 25 seconds left in the first half. We'll be back on Kool TV.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you, you know, they know you by name.
You know, you may not go in there for a day or, several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
Back out here on Kool TV, 3:25 left here in this first half. Interesting note, just a side note, 3 total fouls between the teams here in this first half with under 3:30 left. This game has flown by. Puente gets ahead of Ferguson. Down low to Prater. Somebody got lost, and it's going to cost East Carter 2 points as Prater will put it off the glass and in. Prater has 6. Leads at 4, 21-17 with 3 minutes and 9 seconds left in this first half. Goodman has it up top, looks to drive, puts it off the glass. Can't get it to go, but he'll go the line. Let's see who the foul will go against. He'll go against Puente. His first.
Number 1, Evan Goodman.
Goodman hits number 1.
Carter, number 10, Blake Hall.
Hall comes in for Sexton. Gets them both. Leads down to 2, 21-19. Lewis County with the lead. Gerke walking us across cross-court past to Ferguson, who thought about it, getting down low to Prater. Inside out. And this one batted and almost saved in by Hall. It'll go back to Lewis County. Of course, tonight's game is brought to you in part by J.D. Flooring of Greenock. For all your carpet flooring needs, the good folks at J.D. Flooring. By Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Kurt can take care of all your insurance needs, home, health, and vehicle. That's Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Prater's shot underneath is no good. Rebound goes off to Goodman. Goodman looks to drive against Ferguson. Kicks it back out to Scott. Scott looks to drive. Puts off the glass. Tough shot. Can't get it to go. Nice box out by Puente. Puente circles off to his right. Gets in the lane. Teardrop runner is no good. Fighting for it underneath. Prater does a really good job kicking it back out to Puente, and the Lions will reset. Several Raiders underneath the basket. They're just unable to get the rebound. Prater did a good job of tapping it out. Down low to Prater, working against Johnson. Inside out. Corner three for Beavens is no good. Ferguson went up for the rebound. It should go back. Whoa, that was, I don't even think East Carter was even close to touching that. You can see this on your Grayson Sporting Goods replay. I could be wrong. If anything, it was a foul, but Lewis County has possession. Puente looks to drive baseline. Teardrop runner is no good. Ferguson's follow no good. Follow again no good. Blake Hall finally gets a rebound for the Raiders. Outlet pass to Ty Scott, who will give it back to Goodman. And let's see who get the foul against. Foul will go against Puente. That is number 2 on him. Ty Scott gives it to Tate, a 2-point lead for Lewis County. A minute 40 left in their first half. Way out front to Goodman, who fires for 3. This one's good for a Johnson Chiropractic 3-point shot for Evan Goodman. Gives East Carter the lead back at 22-21. Big second quarter here for Evan Goodman. Back and forth we go. And timeout. Coach Tackett of Lewis County. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Just looking at some of the stats here in the first half as I'm going to tally these up while I try to read this. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by the Greenock County Public Library with branches in Flatwood, South Shore, the main branch, and downtown Greenock, books, movies, and so much more. The Greenock County Public Library by the Flatwoods and Russell First Baptist Churches, who invite you to worship with them or some other Greenock Baptist Association church. By James True Value Hardware in Olive Hill. You'll find all your hardware supplies that you need and more at James True Value Hardware in Olive Hill. This timeout, we haven't really had a whole lot of Johnson Chiropractic 3-point shots tonight. East Carter had 8 in the first half. And it looks like he's just going to let him inbound right there. There's been a lot of just, I wouldn't call it sloppy play, but there's been some trenches down there. There's trenches developed on both sides, and there's been contact. This has been a very physical game, and I think it fits the characteristic of both of these teams. Lewis County and East Carter, they like the physical games, and that's why you're seeing a real close game on the scoreboard. Looks like Tackett is checked in for Lewis County. 3-2 zone for East Carter. Puente, left corner, 3. Way off the mark, no good. And we're going to get a foul underneath. This will probably go against Gerke, and it will.
Number 2, Connor Turkey, his first, team 4.
So, 4th team foul against Lewis County. East Carter yet to be called for a foul here in the second quarter. Goodman picks up his dribble. He's trapped and then gets it out to Tate Scott. We're under a minute here in this first half. Out to Goodman. Goodman looks to drive, working against Tackett. Gets it off to Hall. Oh, excuse me, gets it off to Johnson. .35 seconds left. Ty Scott working against Gerke. Double teamed up top. Still loose, gets it ahead to Hall thought about a mid-range shot. Instead, gives down to Ty Scott for a three at the top of the arc. No good. Rebound goes off to Prater, who loses it, and it'll come down to Tate Scott, who's going to reset, and East Carter will have the last shot of this first half. We've seen that a couple of times where Lewis County brought the ball below their waist and just had it batted away. Down low to Hall. Hall working against Noble. And that'll expire the clock on half number one. 22-21. East Carter leads Lewis County. We'll be back on Kool TV.
State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, play hard, be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg has been serving the needs of the community since 1939 and is dedicated to maintaining reliable utility service for its customers. Their employees are active members of the community and take pride in serving their neighbors and friends. The Utility Board encourages their customers to use their convenient online bill pay or phone payment service located on the back of their bill. They remind everyone to call 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, to prevent hitting buried utility line. And they wish all the teams the best of luck this season.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Lewis County High School. Looking at some of the scoring there in the first half. All scores were led by Evan Goodman's 11 and Noble's 10. We'll do Lewis County first. Jerky with 3, Puente with 2, Prater with 6, and Noble with 10. For the Raiders of East Carter, Hall with 4, Ty Scott with 3, Tate Scott with 4, and Evan Goodman with 11. A game that was awfully physical, but I think the officials are calling it like that a little bit. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but a really quick first quarter. First half, we haven't even hit 8 o'clock yet, and we're already at the half, and this is going to be a really short half still. Just 7 minutes and 40 seconds are on the clock, so it looks like maybe Lewis County getting ready to come back out on the floor, so a really abbreviated halftime. So we'll take another break. We'll be back on Kool TV.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more. in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for the best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a wide selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West, Ashland.
Back out here on Kool TV as you enjoy the Lewis County High School Marching Band. I tell you what, they got a good band out here, Travis. That's something that we like to do here at Kool TV and the Kool Hits 105.7 Network is we highlight some of the groups and organizations at these schools that don't normally get the recognition they deserve. None better than the junior ROTC or the band. We love our marching bands. That's why anytime we get a chance, we will put them on camera. They work just as hard as any athletic event or athletic group. And you talk about football, basketball, baseball, softball, cheerleading, whatever it is. These student athletes for the band, they work as hard as anybody. So look at some of the keys here for the second half. I think Lewis County kind of went away from this. They had a lot of success early, getting the ball down low to Noble, and got to give credit to East Carter. Did a really good job at adjusting to that. You saw anytime Noble got the ball inside the lane, he was immediately swarmed and actually had it stolen away a couple of times. So Noble has a thing where sometimes he'll bring the ball right around the waistline, and a couple of times East Carter was able to knock that loose and run it down in the corner. So another thing is you're going to see two different teams play here in the second half. I think the intensity picks up. I think the fouls get called more. It's going to be chippier. Teams are going to take more chances. I think you're going to see more scoring. So, we're just set for an action-packed second half. Lewis County just made their way back out onto the floor. Man, talk about those uniforms. Those are some good-looking uniforms. First off, as a Kentucky fan, there's no better colors than blue and white anyways. But, it's kind of got a I don't know if that's I'm not sure what that is. It almost looks like a flame at the end of the S on Lewis, kind of like the Miami Heat used to have. So, and of course, East Carter's uniforms, man, I'll tell you what, the red ones will always be my favorite, but I think the white looked the best. So, still about 3 minutes and 20 seconds still left here at the half. East Carter still back in the locker room getting some halftime adjustments from Coach Cole Bramer, who will join us in the postgame, and so will Scott Tackett, coach of the Lewis County Lions. I'll tell you what, we'll take another break. When we come back, we'll get ready to play this second half here in Vanceburg on the Kool Sports Network.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family-oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you. They know you by name.
You may not go in there for a day or several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore in Grayson for the Lane liquidation event with sofas and dinette sets starting at $2.99 and sectional sofas at $6.99. Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding from Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Serta, and Beauty Rest. They have a full selection of home appliances in stock and ready for immediate delivery while offering easy payment plans with no credit checks. Let Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore be your next stop for all your home furnishing needs. Family owned and operated for 4 generations and serving northeastern Kentucky for over 75 years. Stop by or give them a call at 606-474-5515. That's Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore, 506 Carroll Boulevard in Grayson.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Back out here at Lewis County High School. A very short shoot around here at the half for the Raiders. They get some last-second adjustment from Coach Kool. Lewis County already over on their bench. Their starters back on the floor. On the floor right now for Lewis County is Prater, Jerky, Puente, Noble, and Ferguson. East Carter sitting in a 3-2 zone majority of the first half. Neither team has ventured into the man-to-man defense thus far. See if that changes here. I don't think you can if you're East Carter. Noble is such a strong guy in the lane that I think if you go man-to-man, he'll have a significant advantage. Tate Scott has it. Way up top, first possession of this second half. Over in the right corner, Goodman firing three, way off the mark. Rebound goes off to Prater of the Lions. Outlet pass is intercepted by Blake Hall. Trying to get it to Noble. Hall looks to drive, tries to split the double team, picks up his dribble, is going to throw it away. Trying to get over to Ty Scott. So 3 possessions combined by the teams here in the beginning of the second half and 2 turnovers. Ferguson trying to get in, and finally just going to lob this one to Puente, who comes down with it. It was batted by Scott momentarily, and they're going to trap Puente, who gets it over to Jerky. Now back to that 3-2 zone. Out front, Noble. Look at the attack, kicking, baseline, Jerky. Teardrop runner is no good, but he is fouled. So to get the foul against. He'll go against Johnson. That's only the second Raider foul of the game, and both of them belong to Johnson. Jerky at the line. First one is away, and it's good. Jerky with 4 points thus far. Trying to make it 5 right here. We're tied at 22, 7-11 left here in the third. Second one's away, and it's also good. Neither of them even come close to touching the rim. Lewis County with a 1-point lead. Tate Scott puts it between his legs, working against Puente. Gives it off to Hall, way up top. Now to Goodman. Goodman tries to drive, cut off, step back. Good defense there by Ferguson. Now out top to Ty Scott. East Carter will reset. Both teams. Looks like maybe Lewis County started out man-to-man. Ty Scott fires. Man, he was fouled, and it sure was. And if this is Puente, it is his third, and it is. So Scott will go to the line. Trying to tie the game. First was away, no good. So McGlone will take Puente's spot. Second one's away, it's good. We're tied at 23. 4 points for Ty Scott. 6:33 left here in the third. A very low scoring game. Hasn't been real sloppy, it's just been a really good defensive game. Down low to Prater. Prater is fouled. Let's see who the foul will go against. It will go against Evan Goodman. East Carter's second. Kind of something we talked about at the half. We thought there'd be a lot more fouls called. And thus far, we've already matched the total combined between the two teams. Excuse me, the next foul we will. Because Prater's first one's away, it's no good. Gets number 2. Prater has 7 on the night. Lewis County has a 1-point lead, 24-23. Hall working against McGlone, hands it off to Goodman. Goodman drives. Teardrop in the lane, no good. Blake Hall with the rebound. He'll put up a shot, and it's good. Blake Hall. That was all Blake Hall. Jerky has it way up top. Free throw line, Noble, inside out. Ferguson, left corner, three, no good. Rebound goes off to Johnson. Gives it off to Tate Scott, racing in the front court. Tate Scott maybe got away with a travel. No, Davey Anderson ain't gonna let that happen. Good call, and it'll go back to Lewis County. Kind of got caught in between doing a teardrop and a pass, and maybe just took one more step than he should have. East Carter still has the lead, 25-24. Jerky gives off to Prater, way up top. Now over to McGlone, over to Ferguson. Left corner, Jerky three. It's off the mark, no good. Rebound goes off to Johnson. Two big rebounds, back-to-back possessions for Johnson. Tate Scott. Neither team has been able to create any separation. Largest lead with a Raider 4-point lead in the first half. Goodman firing three. This one partially blocked by Ferguson. Had to be. Jerky has it. Looking. Noble down low, working against Johnson. Spins, gets in the lane, tied up. Tough shot, can't get it to go. Rebound goes off to Hall. Hall in the lane. Tough shot, can't get it to go. Rebound goes off to Lewis County, to Noble. And that's going to be a charge, yeah, sure was. Good job there by Tate Scott. Foul will go against Noble. It's only his first. What a game he's played thus far. He has 10 points, but still held scoreless here in the third. Tate Scott hands it off to Evan Goodman. Way up top, guarded by Ferguson. He's done a really good job against him thus far. Goodman has it batted and almost stolen away, and it's going to be an East Carter turnover. It should. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to go back to Lewis County. Looks like Lane and Sexton are going to check in. And Evan Goodman and Tate Scott will get a break. Full court press for the Raiders. Ferguson looking to inbound. Still looking, gets it into McGlone. McGlone gives it off to Jerky. To Noble. Back out to McGlone. McGlone looks to drive. And they're going to get a foul. This will probably go against Ty Scott. Nope, they're going to get it against Lane. His first. Team third. So with 4:08 left here in the third, we've already matched the combined fouls in the entire first half for both teams. Good steal by Johnson. A little miscommunication between Jerky and Prater results in a Lion turnover. We've been at 25-24 for a while. Ty Scott has it up front, working against Jerky. Gives off to Hall. Hall, long two, no good. Rebound goes off to Sexton. Strong rebound by Sexton, loses it. It's still free, And it should be a jump ball, and the possession will go back to Lewis County. Looks like Bivens is going to check back in for Lewis County. Jerky gives it off to Bivens, and Lewis County trying to get some traction offensively. 3-2 zone for East Carter. Jerky pounding that left-handed dribble to Prater, inside out, down low to. Well, I tell you what, when they get the ball down low, they're immediately swarmed. Finally, some separation. Prater fires three. This one's good. Johnson chiropractic three-point shot for Prater. Lewis County has the lead back, 27-25. And we're going to get a timeout, Cole Bramer and East Carter. 30-second timeout, we'll keep it right here. That's 10 points for Prater. Him and Noble with 20 of Lewis County's 27. 3:12 left in this third quarter. And I'll tell you what, it has been this is going to be close. This is going to be close. I've called a lot of basketball games over the last 5, 6 years. It's going to be close to the lowest scoring varsity boys game I've ever called. It's going to be close because the way that things are trending right now, you're looking at a low 50s, high 40 final score if they're lucky, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just some games are like that. East Carter has the possession. Goodman way up top. Started by McGlone, hands it off to Tate Scott. Now right corner three, Evan Goodman. This one is no good. Rebound goes off to McGlone for the Lions. And McGlone's going to have this stolen away. And just two guys putting all of it on the line was Blake Call and Evan Goodman. Ball will go back to Lewis County. Good hustle, though. Sturkey brings it across. Puts it between his legs, gives it off to Prater, who hit a big triple. Out front to Noble. Left corner. Now back out to Prater. Noble thought about it. Good job defensively by the Raiders. And this one's going to be bad. It's still loose, still loose. McGlone has it. Goes to the lane, puts off the glass and in. Good shot there by McGlone. The lead's 4, 29-25. East Carter has went several minutes without a basket. Only basket of the second half was a three-pointer. So only 3 points here in the third quarter for East Carter. Hall has it down low, and it's stolen away as Prater will come down with it. Give it off to McGlone. East Carter coming off two of their better shooting performances in the last two games. And nice play by Hall. Goodman puts it off the glass and in. So kind of expected that to kind of translate over here in Vanceburg, but it sure hasn't. And credit will go credit's due. Credit that Lewis County defense. McGlone. 3-on-1 for the Lions. Got to convert here. Prater for three. This one's no good. Underneath Blake Hall with the rebound, and we're going to get a foul against. Let's see. So we'll go against Noble. The second. Both teams with 3 team fouls. One thing about Blake Hall, you're going to get everything he's got anytime he takes the floor. What a battle it is between him and Noble. And it's really fun to watch. Both those kids are just big and physical. And I'll tell you what helped Noble a lot, playing football. Really good football player. Out front, Blake Hall looking to drive against Noble. Kind of loses possession, tries to shovel it to Sexton, and it's going to go out of bounds and back to the Lions. Ferguson trying to get it inbound against his full court press. This one's going to be stolen away. Oh, good job by Prater. It's still loose, and we're going to get a jump ball, and he'll probably go to East Carter, and it will. The intensity has picked up, Travis, over the last couple of minutes. 29-27, Lewis County still has the lead. Tate Scott's going to walk this one across. Gives it off to Hall. Hall not a guy that'll shoot a lot of threes. Out to Goodman, firing three. It's no good. Rebound goes off to McGlone, racing into front court. And just going to turn around and hand it off to Prater. Down low to Noble. Noble is going to have this one ripped away and stolen away, and they're going to get a foul against McGlone. So that'll be the 14th foul against Lewis County. That is McGlone's first. Looks like Johnson's going to check in. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter and of a game that's just flown by, Travis. Ty Scott, guarded by McGlone. Looks a drive, gets a step, goes baseline, down low to Johnson. Johnson, I guess, was anticipating a little bit more contact than what he got. That is no good. And we're going to timeout Lewis County. And full timeout, we'll take it with it. We'll be back on Kool TV.
We all embark on times in our lives when we could use a little help. Whether you need support caring for a senior, an adult with a disability, a veteran, or a loved one recovering from surgery or other health events, First Light Home Care is here for you. When you choose First Light, you get more than a caregiver. Schedule a complimentary consultation by calling 606-393-0669 for companion care and personal care. First Light Home Care is here for you.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg has been serving the needs of the community since 1939 and is dedicated to maintaining reliable utility service for its customers. Their employees are active members of the community and take pride in serving their neighbors and friends. The Utility Board encourages their customers to use their convenient online bill pay or phone payment service located on the back of their bill. They remind everyone to call 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, to prevent hitting buried utility line. And they wish all the teams the best of luck this season.
Back out here on Kool TV, 29-27, Lewis County leads East Carter here in downtown Vanceburg on the campus of Lewis County High School. It's been an ugly game for both teams. But both teams kind of, I use the analogy, they like to muddy the water. And it's one of those things where if it's a low-scoring physical game, it fits the characteristic of both of these teams. So we're in for a heck of a fourth quarter. This one's stolen away by Lane. Lane racing to the front court, puts up a shot, and they're going to give it back to Lewis County. Cole Brammer not happy about that one. I didn't really have a good angle, so I couldn't tell. 10.6 seconds left. Baseball pass to Puente, who's in the front court, and puts it off the glass and in. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Goodman in the front court, and he's fouled. That's a bad foul. That'll send East Carter to the line with 2.8 seconds left here in the third quarter. Jerky picks up his second. Goodman at the line. Can't get it to go. It's the second. Pass to Puente, who's just going to fire. Three-quarter court, no good. We played three, 31-28. Lewis County leads. We'll be back on Kool TV.
We all embark on times in our lives when we could use a little help. Whether you need support caring for a senior, an adult with a disability, a veteran, or a loved one recovering from surgery or other health events, First Light Home Care is here for you. When you choose First Light, you get more than a caregiver. Schedule a complimentary consultation by calling 606-393-0669 for companion care and personal care. First Light Home Care is here for you.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
8 minutes go up on the clock on the scoreboards to our left and right. 31-28 as we start quarter number 4. The first team to 40 might win the way the scoring is. I mean, we're averaging just a little bit over 10 points a quarter. Ferguson inside out over to Prater in that left corner. Back out front to Jerky. Double teamed. And it's fouled. This will go against Tate Scott. That'll be his first. Team first.
Foul number 25, Tate Scott, his first. Team first.
Over left corner, Puente. Back out to Ferguson. And this one's batted. Ran down by Prater. Blake Hall hits the deck. Noble inside out to Jerky. Back to Noble. Noble, mid-range shot. No good. Tapped out. Evan Goodman has it. Ferguson and Goodman were fighting for it. Goodman looks to drive. He's fouled. This one will go against Ferguson. That is his third.
His third. Team first.
Team first. Goodman inbound. Staying on that Lewis. Can't get it in, still can't get it in. Down low to Blake Hall. Hall, double teamed by Prater and Noble, puts it off the glass, can't get it to go. It's still loose. Johnson comes down with it. Johnson back out to Tate Scott. Started by Puente. And almost stolen away by Puente. He's got quick hands, I tell you. Out to Ty Scott. East Carter needs to get something going offensively. They've just not played well offensively. Ty Scott fires a three. This one's way off the mark. Rebound goes off to Prater, who hands it to Puente. Jerky has it way up top. 3-2 zone. Left corner, Puente driving baseline. Puts it up off the glass. It's no good. And they're going to get a foul against Johnson.
24, Quentin Johnson, his third. Team second.
His third.
At the line, number 11, Julian Puente.
Team second. Puente at the line, trying to add to this Lions 3-point lead. First one's away, and it's good. Of course, tonight's game is brought to you in part by JD Flooring. For all your carpet and flooring needs, see the good folks at JD Flooring. Hits them both. Puente with 4. Ty Scott over to Goodman. Down low to Hall, working against Noble. Over to Johnson. Johnson thought about it, looks to drive in the lane. Back out front to Ty Scott. Six minutes, 15 seconds left. The lead's at 5. Tate Scott looks to drive. Back out to Blake Hall. An uncharacteristic three is good for Blake Hall. A Johnson chiropractic 3-point shot for Blake Hall. Maybe his first 3-point possession, 3-point make we've seen thus far this year. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. That's where the reaction came from, is Blake Hall's not a guy that usually will take that shot. Blake Hall now with 9 points. Leads down to 2, 33-31. Of course, tonight's game is brought to you in part by the Greenham County Public Library, with branches in Flatwood, South Shore, and of course the main branch in downtown Greenham. Books, movies, and so much more. The Greenham County Public Library. And by James True Value Hardware in Allville. You'll find all your hardware supplies you'll need and more at James True Value Hardware in Allville, and by the Flatwoods and Russell First Baptist Churches, who invite you to worship with them or some other Greenham Baptist Association church. Puente has it in front court. They're just going to slow this one up. Gets it off to Jerky. To Prater. Back to Jerky. Jerky looks to drive. Nice take. Shot is away. Misses everything. Rebound comes off to Tate Scott. Racing to the front court. Scott to Goodman, who is fouled. And he'll go to the line to try and tie this game. Foul will go against Ferguson. And that is his 4th.
Team second. At the line, number 1, Evan Goodman.
Goodman at the line, trying to tie it right here. East Carter has not been particularly great at the free throw line. First one's away. This one's good.
And the line, number 32, Ayla Bivens, and number 23, Braden.
Looks like McClone and Bivens have checked back in for the Lions. Goodman hits them both. We're tied at 33 with 5:40 left. Can't get it in finally. Gets it into Prater. Gives it off to Puente. Puente trapped in backcourt. Gives it off to Bivens. All the way up. That's a dangerous pass. Lewis County may be the benefactor of this one. Puente comes down with it. East Carter gets back on defense. Both teams getting a little more riskier. East Carter wanted to travel way up top. Wow, I missed it. So left corner three, Puente. This one misses everything. Rebound goes off to Blake Hall, who's fouled a couple of times. No call. Rebound gives it off to Tate Scott. Shovels it to Goodman in the lane. He puts it in. McClone inbound. Finally gets into Puente. Puente does a really good job of splitting that double team. Hands it back to McClone. Lewis County's got to be careful here. That's close to a 10-second call. And we're going to time out Coach Tackett. He knew it. He's not happy with a couple of his Lions. And let's see, what's this, 30 or full? 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. I would bring you some scoring updates. This is a huge night of basketball across the 16th region. Of course, Fleming County and Boyd County in action. Rowan County and Ashland are playing. But we get zero cell service inside this gym. What do they call? What did the Lewis County athletic director call it? They got a name for it. It's got a nickname for it. Is you kind of, as soon as you walk out the gym, though, you get 3 or 4 bars. But this gym, it's something about the roof, man. You don't get any cell service in here. So East Carter has the lead, 35-33, 4:48 left. Lewis County has the possession. Cole Bramer still not happy with a couple of officials. He's having an extended talk with Davey Fields right here in front of the Raider bench, and now looks like we're ready to go. Ferguson playing with those 4 fouls. Can't get it in, still can't get it in. We get a foul, and it's going to be offensive. And if it's Ferguson, it's number 5. Nope, they're going to get it against McGlone. It's his second, team third. Ty Scott to inbound right in front of his own bench. Tate Scott. Both teams have went on these 6 or 4-0 runs. It seems like they're 10-0 runs the way the scoring is. Johnson fires right corner. This one's good. Johnson chiropractic 3-point shot for Johnson. And it looks like maybe McClone maybe rolled his ankle. Sure hope he's all right as he kind of limps over the bench for Lewis County. Johnson's first basket of the night. East Carter has its largest lead now at 5, 38-33. Puente racing in the front court. Stops and pops mid-range. This one's no good. Offensive rebound by Noble, who puts it up and in and fouled. He'll have a chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play. Foul will go against Ty Scott.
2 points for Drew Noble and 1.
That is his first. Both teams with 3 team fouls. Noble at the line. And this one's no good. Rebound goes off to Johnson. Johnson and Blake Hall hitting 3-point shots are not something that exactly jumps out on the scouting report, but East Carter's had to have it tonight, and they've had it. Ty Scott over to Tate Scott. Now down low to Johnson, who I thought he was going to fire again. Almost intercepted by Puente. Over to Ty Scott. Good job by Prater. Not allowing him to advance into the lane. East Carter trying to get the ball to Blake Hall, and they do. Working against Noble. Shovel pass to Goodman, who fires just a little too short. No good. Ball still loose. It comes to Tate Scott, who's in the lane. He'll fire. It's no good. Blake Hall with the rebound. He'll put it off the glass and in. Big basket there by Hall. Lead goes back to 5 at 40-35. Baseball pass down low to Prater. It's going to sail out of bounds. And we go back to East Carter. Good heads up, good court vision there for Prater. Just the pass just sailed just a little too much. It's a full timeout. Before we go to timeout, I want to say that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Because I want to make sure I get this right. We don't have any cell service here. So Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Kurt can take care of all your insurance needs, home, health, and vehicle. That's Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. We're going to keep it right here. with 3:34 left. What a back and forth sequence we've had here. If you're a fan of made baskets and just a fan of offense in general and basketball, this is not the game for you. This is a defensive battle and the muddy and just muddy water. That's what this game is. It's not a bad quality of basketball. It's just what it is. Both teams just played really good defensively. And, these are, there's been a couple times Lewis County put up 80 or 90 this year. There's been a couple times East Carter's flirted with 100. So these teams got good shooters. They're both just playing really good defense. There's not necessarily been any wide open opportunities for either team thus far. I've enjoyed it. I think it's been a great game. But I'm also a defensive guy, unlike Travis, who likes all offense. Maybe the Kentucky Wildcats can learn to play a little defense tonight as they take on Ole Miss. If they don't play defense tonight, boys, I tell you. Evan Goodman ready to inbound. Lewis County coming out full court press. First time we've seen that tonight. Goodman looking. Still can't get it in. Has to get it in the dead man's corner over to Tate Scott, and it's going to cost the Raiders a turnover. Puente has it. Down low to Ferguson. Back to Puente. Over to Jerky. Not sure the timeout situation for both teams is we don't have a count. We got that 3:15 left. Yeah, East Carter still with 2 left, but you want to keep those. Bodies hit the deck. Jerky comes down with it. Jerky looks to drive, takes it to the rack, puts off the glass and in. Really good drive there by him. Almost another Raider turnover. You got to get this ball up court. Ahead to Blake Hall. Hall gives it off to Goodman. East Carter's going to reset. Well, maybe. It's inside out over to Ty Scott. You got to take that shot. Man, he's going to take it for 3. This one's no good. Rebound goes off to Prater. Gives it off to Ferguson. 2:40 left. 3-point lead for the Raiders. 40-37. Lewis County and Jerky have put together a couple of runs thus far tonight. They're going to need another one. Right corner, Puente goes baseline. What a play by Puente, who puts it off the glass and in. Lions have it down to a 1-point lead. Cross-court pass, Hall ahead to Tate Scott. East Carter with numbers, 3-on-2, and just Tate Scott. That's the senior leadership of this team right here. Could have forced the issue, trying to get a basket, backs it out and said, we're going to run our offense. Goodman has it and almost throws it in the East Carter bench now out front to Johnson. East Carter with the possession, up 1, under 2 minutes to go. Tate Scott in the lane, puts it off the glass, can't get it to go. Blake Hall and Noble fighting underneath, and Noble's going to be whistled for the foul. And let's see, should send Blake Hall to the line. It's Blake Nobles. Because I just got a text come through. I'm getting text all kind. I just got cell service on the Nobles third. Blake Hall at the line. First one is away. It's good. Listen to this score. Second one's away. It's no good. Fighting for it underneath. Puente has it. Lewis County trying to tie the game right here. Drives, puts it off glass. Can't get it to go. Still loose. Blake Hall has it. Nice outlet pass to Tate Scott, and he's going to turn around and reset the offense here. Listen to this, Travis. It's just contagious around the area. Ashland and Brown County went to the half 19-16. It's just one of those days. I tell you, you get some of those days. Goodman has it up top. Cut off, picks up his dribble, gets it off to Tate Scott. There's a minute 15 left. East Carter's trying to hold the ball for the rest of the time. Tate Scott gets in the lane, down low to Hall. Hall will back this out and get it off to Goodman. They're going to make Lewis County foul. Goodman almost lost his footing. Now Tate Scott almost lost it. Timeout, Cole Brammer. East Carter. That's a good timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. I got 1 bar of service, and I am telling you, I got all kinds of text messages. We got a fine. Old Raceland has defeated West Carter 57-42. Or Raceland has defeated West Carter 57-42. Start of the fourth quarter, Morgan County leads Menifee County 57-40. Russell leads Fairview 59-47, 5:46 left. Ashland leads Rowan County 39-36 with 5 minutes to go. I don't have an update on Boyd County. Boyd County and Fleming County are in action tonight. That's going to be a, if you pay attention to the Cool Hits polls that we put out weekly, I think everybody had Boyd and Fleming at 1 and 2. So 59.3 seconds left. East Carter with a 2-point lead and the possession. Well, we said the first team to 40 might win it, and I don't think 41 is going to win it. Lewis County's going to put some more points on the board. I think the first team to 45 wins it. If you're just joining us, a 6-0 run feels like a 20-0 run in this game. The offense has been non-existent for both teams. It's not been bad shots. It's just a low-scoring game. There's been a lot of times where just kind of dribbling around. And so when you see the post-game stats, you're not going to see both teams just shot terribly. That wasn't really the case. 50 seconds down. And Noble almost does a good job by play call over to Johnson. Johnson now to Goodman. 40 seconds left. Goodman kind of holding the ball out to Hall. Over to Ty Scott. Over to Tate Scott. Scott down low to Johnson with 27 seconds left. Goodman is fouled. This will go against Prater. That's only his first, team fifth, so East Carter will be in the double bonus remainder of the game. First one is away, and it's good. Gets them both. Goodman with 4 here in the fourth quarter. 20 seconds left. East Carter has a 4-point lead. Puente and the Lions got to get in front court quickly. Only one timeout left for Lewis County. You got to get a basket here. Picks up his dribble. Gives it off to Tackett. Tackett needs to fire it. Gives it off to Noble down low. Puts off the glass and in, and timeout quickly. Lewis County. That's Noble's first basket here in the second half. It's a full timeout. We're going to keep it right here. 5 seconds left. 12 points for Noble on the night. 10 of them came in the first half. Did a really good job at ISO and Noble right there in the lane. Give East Carter credit, though. From the second quarter on, anytime he's touched the ball, they've immediately just crashed down and not able to get anything done. I think Cole Bramer's attitude is, Noble killed us the last time we played him, and anybody on the floor can beat us, but not that guy. And early on, it looked like that one, the record was on repeat. But give East Carter credit. They have played pretty well defensively. I think both teams have played well defensively. See Coach Tackett getting him, kind of instructing his team who they want to foul ideally, who they want to send to the line. Of course, East Carter is in the double bonus, so they're going to get 2 shots at the line. So essentially, East Carter controls their own destiny with 5 seconds left here in Vanceburg. Play call thought about a baseball pass, and we're going to get a foul. This will send Evan Goodman to the line. Foul will go against Gerke. That is his third, so we'll walk the length of the floor, and Evan Goodman will go to the line. I tell you what, players for both these teams are going to have to get some ice packs for tonight. It's been physical. Goodman at the line. First one's away. It's good. Second one is away, and it's also good. Full timeout. 45-41. We'll keep it right here. We'll take you inside the huddle of the East Carter Raiders. Game's not over yet. Of course, we want to thank Lewis County High School for allowing us to come here and do this stuff. And this is my first trip here this year, and I got to see my good friend Gary Kidwell. And anytime I get to see Gary Kidwell, it's a good day. I love Gary Kidwell. And of course, me and his son Merle were good friends. We did a show together forever. And I want to thank the athletic director here at Lewis County. He really saved Travis's rear end when the internet went out. And, of course, that may not be Travis's fault, but he will still get the blame because I'm not taking the blame, Travis. Obviously, but that's something that's out of control. Travis did a great job getting us back. And here, that's what makes our schools, we love our schools is anytime we need anything, it's right then. It's not, oh, I'll come over there in a minute. Our schools, it's right then. And I want to thank the Lewis County Marching Band. Man, they're good, I'm telling you. If you haven't heard this band, you live out here in Lewis County, you need to come in and watch them. I mean, they're good. Puente has it with long threes away. It's no good, and that's going to be your final. East Carter has defeated Lewis County 45-41. We'll be back on Kool TV.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit RiverCitiesBuildersInc.com.
Raceland Christian Church, located at 210 Caroline Road, can provide you with a path to Jesus with Sunday morning service at 10:30, evening services at 6, and Christ-centered recovery services Tuesday night at 6, where over 250 people have surrendered their lives to Christ over the last 2 years. Raceland Christian Church also offers their Feed My Sheep food pantry while serving more than 150 Greenup County families each month.
This is Jason Likens, the lead minister at Raceland Christian Church. We're a little church with a big vision of serving our community for the cause of Christ. We invite you to come live out your faith with us.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations, and they carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Back out here on Kool TV, we have a final. East Carter has defeated Lewis County 45-41. And I tell you, if you're a fan of offense, this wasn't the game for you. Very low-scoring game. This is actually the lowest-scoring game I've ever called in my 5 years calling high school basketball. The lowest combined points in a varsity basketball game, which is not necessarily a bad thing. You get that sometimes. It was one of those nights. Of course, you saw Rowan County and Ashland went to the half 19-16. It's not necessarily, those teams aren't bad shooting teams. The teams we watched here tonight weren't bad shooting teams. It's just good defense. And I think both coaches came in this game with really good game plans. East Carter is a team that never runs a 3-2 zone. They ran it all night and was able to crash down on Noble anytime he touched the ball. And Lewis County, East Carter has historically struggled against the zone. I'm not really sure why, but they just do. So as we wait on a couple of our coaches, we'll take a break. We'll be back on Kool TV.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg has been serving the needs of the community since 1939 and is dedicated to maintaining reliable utility service for its customers. Their employees are active members of the community and take pride in serving their neighbors and friends. The utility board encourages their customers to use their convenient online bill pay or phone payment service located on the back of their bill. They remind everyone to call 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, to prevent hitting buried utility line. And they wish all the teams the best of luck this season.
For good home-cooked food you can't beat, Star Country Market and Pizza, 8088 US 60 in Rush, just past Star Elementary. Breakfast includes homemade biscuits and gravy with daily lunch and dinner specials, including homemade hobo salad, coleslaw, hot dog sauce, spaghetti sauce, and pizzas. Top it off with homemade fudge and candy. And Star Country Market and Pizza in Rush also has great milkshakes and ice cream. Open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Call 606-474-4547. Limited delivery is available too. JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with the vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Back out here on Kool TV, we're now joined by Coach Kool, the East Carter Raider. Coach, it was just one of those nights.
Yeah, it was. Credit to our guys and, credit to Lewis County. They made things very difficult on us, but also credit to our guys. I really felt like when you can go on the road like that, and like me and you talked about pregame in a very tough, a tough place to go play on the road. Lewis County is a very difficult place to go on the road and get a win. And especially when you don't have your best stuff. And I didn't feel like we had our best stuff tonight, but credit to our guys for staying the course and just finding that winning play.
What's it say about your team to be able to get a win, like you said, in a hostile environment? Lewis County might only have, they 6-13. That's not a 6-13 basketball team.
No,
they've been unfortunate a couple times. What's it say about your team to get a win in murky water?
Well, it's one of those deals where, like I said, when you come here to play, you better be playing well to come out here with a win. And we didn't play our best tonight, but I really feel like if we stayed the course, and we didn't make our run till the fourth quarter. We didn't make our run till the fourth quarter, and that was the time to go on it. Defensively, I didn't feel like we done great, but we held them to 41 points.
Yeah, and I kind of joked on the air, and I said the first team to 40 might win it, and it was pretty close. But I noticed that you kind of came into this matchup. I didn't know it until we started the game, but. You kind of win this matchup. Noble really killed you guys last time at Grayson.
Yeah. So, you look at Noble, you look at Prater, you look at Ferguson. You're looking at three kids, that they've got standing in the middle on defense with great size, great athleticism, and great strength. That causes problems.
So was it just the mindset that you were saying anybody else on the floor can beat us, but Noble's not going to?
Well, we weren't going to let Noble, continue to get comfortable against us. He had a really good game against us there last time, and we were trying to keep the ball out of his hands. But, when you're working and overdoing that, you're leaving somebody else open, and we got hurt on that a couple times. But defensively, I don't really have any complaints. I thought we changed up defenses a lot. We were in 5 different defenses tonight. And, you got to be able to rotate with that stuff on the fly and figure it out on the fly. And credit to our guys. It wasn't easy. We didn't have our A stuff. But when you go on the road and play a good team and get the win, that's what matters.
Coach, you can't sit and celebrate forever like I know you like to do. You got to go back you got to go back on the road at Moorhead on Thursday against, a lot of people might think that's a top 4 team in the region.
I'm sure. Absolutely.
So what needs to happen from now until then?
Well, you got to recoup. You got to go into practice tomorrow, get a fresh mindset. We're going to a completely different matchup.
Right.
And, a game that's going to present us its own different problems, different from tonight. And you got to regroup. We've got 3 games left now, 4 if we don't add one, or 4 if we do add one. Not sure yet on that, but you got 3 opportunities left, and we're trying to get ourselves really sharp to make a run here in the postseason.
Coach Kool, the East Carter Raiders coach, I appreciate you, and I will see you Thursday.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you all.
We'll be back on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Spring fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Daiwa, Shimano, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every style and size with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Back out here at Lewis County High School in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, out here with Coach Holder now. Coach, it was just one of those games where the water was muddy and the ball just didn't bounce the way that sometimes that you guys thought it would.
Yep, and that's how it always is when these two teams meet up. That's the third time we've played. We know each other well and know strong suits.
And every game's the exact same way.
It is. That's what Cole and I were talking about after the game. We set basketball back 10 years, but I mean that's just how we play. You know what I mean? It's a rock fight. And
well, let me take up for both of you here for a second. Ashland and Round played tonight. What do you think the halftime score was?
Oh, a lot.
19-16.
Really?
That was the halftime
that's surprising.
score.
Yeah.
So we've seen your team put up 70 and 80. We've seen East Carter put up 70 and 80.
Exactly.
What's wrong with you guys when you get together?
I don't know. I really don't know what it is. I think we're too familiar. You know what I mean? We play too much. So.
When you play against a team that shares a lot of similarities as yours, physical, very skilled guards, how do you approach that game knowing leading up to it? How do you prepare your guys for that?
Well, it comes down to rebounds and stops, and that's what we didn't do a good job. Blake Hall, he's 5'8" in there amongst the trees, and he's the hardest playing kid on the court. A double-double tonight for him, and that's number one and two, Goodman and Hall on the scouting report, and those are the guys that led them. And we know that they go as they go, they go as Goodman and Hall go, and we just at the end of the day we didn't get enough stops and enough rebounds.
Noble, has had a fantastic year, 10 points in the first half tonight. Talk about his leadership for your team.
Yeah, I mean he's our go-to guy. You know what I mean? And East Carter knows that. They kind of packed the paint and made paint touches hard, and we never adjusted. It comes down to hitting shots, and I think we were 2 of 13 from 3, and it's just not good enough to win. But Drew's our go-to guy. We're going to keep trying to get it into the paint. Him and X. We got. What we feel like are 2 of the best bigs in the region. So we'll keep going to those guys, and another matchup home against Greenup on Thursday night.
That's what I was going to say. You can't dwell on it long because you got a really good Musketeers team coming in here on Thursday. How do you get ready for that game?
Turn the page, and that's what we said. We'll watch a little bit of film tomorrow and get back in the gym. And, in the grand scheme of things, that game really doesn't mean anything. The district's already set, but, it's a
momentum builder.
Game. Absolutely. It's a prove-it game that you can, you go out there and compete with those guys and hopefully build momentum in the right way.
Graham County's kind of been the bully of the district.
Absolutely.
That'd be a great win for you guys to get. I appreciate it, Coach. It's the first time me and you actually
yes,
met.
Sir. Nice to meet you. Thanks for having me up.
They call me at the station the loudest mouth of the South.
I got you. Good deal.
And other names. They don't say that to me, though. Yeah, exactly. We'll be back on Kool TV.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV-compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Back out here on Kool TV for the final time. East Carter has defeated Lewis County 45-41. What do I thank Lewis County High School for letting us come out here and do this. We love it. Me and Travis and Ian, we live over an hour away, but we get so excited when we know we're going to come out here, East Carter. And, of course, we want to thank Carter County Schools. Lewis County will be back in action at home on Thursday. You can catch that game right here on the Kool Sports Network. And I will be traveling with East Carter to Moorhead Thursday. I will post the link on my Facebook. And, of course, you can catch all the action on the Kool Sports Network there also. So, once again, 45-41. Thanks Travis Otworth and Ian Farmer. This is Spencer Hutchinson. This has been a presentation of Kool TV.
Thank you for watching another Lewis County Lions basketball broadcast on Kool TV. This presentation of Lewis County Lions basketball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.